Oh, man. Whoa. Go to sleep. So I was looking for something to drink down here because I didn't bring anything. I'm like, oh, I don't have nothing to drink. Oh, I have water. Yeah. What's up, Josh? Ciao, fam. Baby, go to sleep. Sleep time. You know what it is. Okay, let me get this more straight. So before we get this party started, we are gonna talk about aliens. I want to know everyone's thoughts. 3. Good night, Byans. Says 99. The stream boss. No one's gonna knock him out. No one is. None. Peaches, good night. Good night. I should fix my blade up there. But I don't know. I might not. Yeah. Sniff Sniff smells like y'all need some training. Says Fish and Bang. What's up, brother? I do need some training. You need to teach me how to shoot. I suck. I'm not a good shooter. I don't know what I'm gonna do when the aliens come. I don't know if I can hit them. I'm gonna have to take those blades of chaos and just swing them around my head. Or throw fish at them. It says, hi, 3. Fishy. I haven't seen the other fish in a while. I don't know what's going on. Josh says, do you ever buy the Insta 360? Go through? No, I haven't. I have not. I keep seeing, like, ever since I started looking at those Ray-Bans, other shit's popping up. Like, there's this other one, forgot what it's called. It has one camera in the middle. Looks like, I don't know, looks like Oakley's. Like, you know, the big glasses that, like mountain bikers wear, or just athletes, I guess. I want to see how much those cost. Because if I can wear those over my prescription glasses, it'll help a lot. I don't know yet. I wish there was something I could just put over my prescription glasses. So it's like actually right on. Because the hat's still up here. Then you have to like, if it's not perfect, or if you take your hat off, put it back on, then it gets adjusted wrong. And then you have to check. I just want to make sure I put those glasses on. It's looking straight. So not yet. Yes, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I don't know what those are called. I don't even know how much they are. But like when I went to it, it said, click here for free, not free, like a, what's it called? When you sign up for it before it's released. Oh my God, I have a brain fart. I'm having a meltdown right now. I can't think of what it's called. Pre-something, I don't know. Yeah, so I really like those ones. Yeah, so if they are like Oakley's, I couldn't see why I couldn't put them over my glasses. You know, I'm not wearing them for that. I'm wearing them for like maybe 30 seconds at max. Just put my glasses on, put them over. As long as they stay still, I'm good. Because I can't do that with the Oakleys. I don't think. Because they're so tight fitting. I've tried them on. I haven't tried a large size, but I can't see putting 2 glasses on like that. But I could see putting the Oakleys over my prescriptions. What's up, Robert? What's going on? Says hi, 3. Hi, Robert. Pre-order. God, fucking Christ. See, Josh? Having a meltdown here. I can't even think of the fucking word. Pre-order, yes. But they, yeah, you've seen it. You've seen it then. And I don't know, did they release a price on that yet? Do you know how much those cost? Because they're pretty freaking cool. And they look light. You know, like, lightweight. What's up, Norwood? What's going on, brother? Welcome back. Says, what's up, Pistol Pete in chat? And 3 says hi. But she should be sleeping. I don't know. Pete skipped my comment. I thought he loved me. No, I didn't. Whatever Fish you wrote, they're deleting it. Fish, you should know more than anyone. I I don't skip over comments. That hurts my feelings. Sometimes I miss it on accident, but no, I didn't miss it. The last thing you said is height 3. And then there was a sniff, smells like somebody on the training, but I read that. So what did you write? What kind of dirty stuff did you write? And by the way, I'm not gonna cuss this whole stream. Try to. See, John says, I do not remember. Oh, I almost said it. Fruit. What's up, Pete? What's up, Upright Tactical? What's going on, brother? He says the camera quality is great. I know that. I hope they can't be more than 400, right? Because the Ray-Bans are 400, and Ray-Bans are like, I don't want to say top of the line, but you know, Ray-Bans are expensive. So, hey, Josh, why don't you find out for me? Be a good boy. Good boy. Upright says, I saw your drone video, view of that video. Good shoot. This is so hard. Cussing is a part of my vocabulary. I know not how to speak without it. So I'm training myself English once again. Oh, man. Yeah, I have more videos of that drone view, but yeah, it was pretty cool. Like, that you could see the whole stage from. So I have other videos where it's like pointed down at it, so it looks like, you know, Smash TV, if you remember that video game, where it's all just looking down. I was like, wow, that's cool. So I'll release those too soon. I thought it was pretty cool. I have no idea why they would delete it. I don't know. Josh says, yes, Oakley met. Oh, they are Oakleys? I was hoping they weren't actually Oakleys. Now that so at $4.99 makes sense. I don't like that. No. I'm not trying to pay more. But if I try them on over my glasses and they fit, I might have to bite the bullet. No pun intended. On those Oakleys. Upright says, why is it that you're trying not to cuss? Well, I think, you know, them don't like it. I don't think they like it. I think that's why I'm always like this. Somewhat shadow banned. Where they don't show my content. Like if you're scrolling through lives, you probably won't see me unless you're a subscriber. That's why there's only 7 in here. With the amount of people that are always scrolling, you would come across me and that number would jump up, but it's not. So I'm trying to defeat this algorithm. Now sometimes they open the door. That's why I say they open the door and they let, you know, 50 or 60 people in the door. You'll see it jump up, the number. But then after like maybe 20 minutes, it shoots down. It goes from 60 to like 5 people in the chat. That doesn't make sense. So, yeah. Yeah, so we're going to be... I'm trying to be a good boy. And plus, I have some friends that watch. One of my best friends watches. He's probably on right now. And he has a beautiful son that likes to watch. And if I'm cussing, then they can't watch together. So I kind of want to make it so everyone can watch, you know. I sniped a hobo. I said it right this time. I'm not going to say it wrong. It says, yo, Pete, how are we? I'm doing good. We're trying to defeat the algorithm. And pretty shortly here, we're going to talk about aliens. And if they want this smoke. So if you're listening, I want to know if you want this smoke. Because I have a lot of subscribers that will come here and arm themselves to the teeth. And I don't think aliens are going to get through here. I mean, we're going to have a new nation if they defeat the rest of the world. They're not defeating this nation. of Pistol Peters. It's not happening. I mean, you come here and take your pick. Rifle, AR, pistol, SMG, Blades of Chaos, Samurai Swords, Ninja Stars. What have you? They're getting cooked. That's just my thoughts. Unless they have laser rifles. Then we're smoked. Alonzo says, Pistol Pete. That trigger job was dope. Well, thank you, brother. I do it all the time. On all my, on guns that I know of. How to do it. Other guns, you kind of have to get new components or polishing. With 2011s, like the Staccatos and Prodigies and whatever gun that's a 2011, I can do. That's, you just have to know how to do it. So yeah, that one is, I think it was at a 1 pound, 14 ounces, right? It was right under 2 pounds. So yeah, well, thank you. I appreciate it. Your boy says, bro, sup, Pete? IFW aliens. FW. What's FW? Let me know. I recommend the Oakley Meta HSTNs or the Insta 360 Go 3S. Okay. So, yeah, I'm going to have to look at those Oakleys, Josh, because I don't like wearing hats. I wear them sometimes when I go, like, to the gun shows, but if I'm competing, I don't want anything on my head. I just don't like it. I don't like... Unless it's cold, sometimes I compete with a hoodie on. I'm the only one. I'll have this hoodie on, and I'll just be running around like Hoodwick. That could have two different meanings. Yes, Hoodwick. I think I just made up a new name for myself. Yes, I like it. You guys like Hoodwick? I'm a Hoodwick. But yeah, in summertime, I don't want anything on my head. I sweat profusely. Well, I don't sweat profusely, but I get oily. I'm one of those little guys, the Asians that have a lot of oil. I don't like it. Pisses me off. So I don't want to wear a hat. But the main thing is, like, if I put the hat on, I take it off, and I put the hat back on. Now, what happens if it's crooked a little bit? And I like to cock my shit to the left. But what happens? What happens if it's not straight? Then when I do that run, the view is gonna be off. And it's just gonna mess up the whole video. Now, Fish says, I give up on YouTube removing my stuff. What did you... Fish! What are you saying? You should just text me it or something. Or maybe do one word at a time. Your boy says, frick the algorithm, dude. It's so random. I like that. I like frick. Your boy says AI confused, PG, but with fun guns. Yes, I'm going to try to keep it PG. I really am. Hell yeah, I'm hyped for the aliens. Not the smoke, though. Well, your boy. They're going to get the smoke. They don't know it. But I actually have things to talk about that. Like on a serious note. Josh says, Boss's Smart AI stabilization nearly as good as the other glasses, but over 300. Currently on sale for... Wait, what? I should have judged that first. Okay, screenshot. Done. Because I won't remember that. He says, I have... Oh, no. Your boy says expletive. FW means expletive with laugh out loud. What's that mean? I'm not joking. What's expletive? I've never heard that word in my life. I've been American for a long time. My whole life, I've never heard that word. Is that FW is a good thing or a bad thing? I was gonna say follow. I know that's not it. Upright says the first couple of shorts I posted for north of 1,000 views, and the last post got 30. I know what you're talking about. Yes, like that. So when I was doing shorts a lot, like almost 2 years ago, they would get on average between 5,000 and 7,000 views. I never really got anything over 10,000, maybe one. So 5,000 to 7,000 views. I was like, that's pretty good. That's a lot. Then it dropped dramatically, like by 90% to like 1,000 views. 1,200, 500. You know, like it went down a lot. And I was like, what the hell's going on? And then after I monetized myself, so once I put myself on the radar by monetizing, don't do it right away, people. It went down to the hundreds. Look at the 2 shorts I just posted. I think you guys have. Some of you have. It has like 30 or 40 views in the first 6 hours. They're going nowhere. I literally like making the content for you guys to watch. If you can learn something off them, great. Other than that, if you feel weren't watching it, it was a waste of fruiting time. Because those, I don't make those like in 30 seconds. They take a while to make. So, yeah. Waste of time if you guys aren't watching them. But if you guys are, thank you very much. And I hope you learned something from them or had fun watching them. Because sometimes I just make it kind of fun. I don't know. Yeah. Let's see. Josh retracted. Mr. Joey says, I put Miracle Whip on bologna sandwich. I don't eat Miracle Whip, but I mean, not against it, I guess. Prepper27 says, hi everyone, what's up, Prepper27? Welcome back. YM says, fake guns, guaranteed. Guaranteed, those are airsoft. Like and subscribe, brother. Ashik correct. The biggest Galatasaray. Correct. Upright says you could tell those fallen angels slash Nephilim they can get it. Sure. I mean, I'm taking those blades of chaos. So if you come over here and we're gonna cook them aliens with these airsoft guns, as YM says, because YM is looks pretty gangster. Looks like a hot girl. YM, like and subscribe, please. I'm taking the blades. Those are mine. You guys can have your pick of anything else. Those are mine. And I get the LV gun. That's it. Okay, Josh says Boza Smart is pronounced Bazimart. Thank you. Bazimart. I like that. See, Josh is good. He can kind of break it down for me. Look at here. Steve says, is the background a real weapon? It's real. They're real guns. I shoot them all on my channel. I compete with a lot of them. The Blades of Chaos are actually steel right there. If those aliens landed at a house right now and it shook this house, I might be cooked before you get here. Because that one looks like it's close to falling out. Your boy says, frick with. Haha. But people say it the profound way. I know, but I'm going to say frick. Because I'm trying to be a good boy. Lazo, what's up? Larry Bird, my main man, says, you got to bust out that peanut butter for views, man. You got to do what you got to do. Who can ever forget the peanut butter live? Nobody, if you were here. That's ingrained forever. Even 20 years later, you tell your kids, you know what, son? I was on a stream and Pistol Pete put peanut butter all over his head and face for $80. Like, no, he didn't, Dad. Yes, he did. It's right here. Miss Bullseye, what's going on, sister? How are you today? I like your shorts. I don't know how you're popping into my algorithm, but I like it. It's refreshing. Sometimes I get stuff, and I don't watch YouTube, so I saw them like, I'm going to click on this beautiful lady. Click. Like. So, people, subscribe to Bullseye Ben's wife, Mrs. Bullseye right there. If you don't like her content, so what? Help each other out. We need subscribers, people. So if you're in here lurking, you better subscribe. They're going to close the doors fast. Trust me. Fast. Kevin says, what do you think about that Sealy chameleon pistol optic? Really question. I don't know. I don't have many Sealies. The ones I've had, like the bull, kind of failed on me, so I stopped with them. So I don't know. I don't have a chameleon. I only speak on things that I have, or that I've shot a lot, because I don't want to give you information that you can read. You know, those gun tubers kind of are dumb. They read something and be like, hey, you know, this, I think, my opinion is this. Well, have you shot it? No. Well, get the frick out of here. Get out of here with that stuff. We want real life opinions. Sorry, I don't know. Rita says, hey, what's up, Rita? I like the name. Josh says, Bozimart, not Bozzy. Bozimart? Bozimart, not Bozimart. Damn it. Boz and Mart. But I hate English class. Your boy says, I think I'm gonna tink on their alien force field and feel like an airsoft or BB gun to that level if they can make it here. Right, but at some point they're gonna have to take that force field down, and when they do, I mean, I might be up there with the 300 PRC 2 miles away. I'm just saying, you know, I'm just saying. Josh says, I'm hungry. We gotta go eat. Tara! What's up, Tara? My dancing queen? What's going on? She says, what up, fam? Josh says, I want chicken. Josh, you can have whatever your little heart desires. Chicken it is for you, brother. Rita says, sorry to disturb. Can you yell, hello, Raymond, my guy? Like, yell it? Like, hello, Raymond! Like that? I don't know. It tickles my throat, so no, I can't. Miss Boza says, oh, thanks, Pete. Laugh aloud. I doing good. How are you? Doing okay. You know, not as good as I'd hope. Oh, see? They open the doors, people. We're doing a little better. A little better. Once they open those doors, it's good. Thank you. I'm doing good. How is you and the family? I saw your son in that little video. That was cute. My kids like to do that too. Pop their heads in real quick. Yeah. Pat says, howdy, howdy. What's up, Pat? Welcome. Subscribe to Pat as well. He's my main man. I have a lot of main men. No rainbows, just sunshines. Maybe a little rainbow. But Pat's trying to grow his channel as well. Okay? So if you have a channel you'd like to get subscribers, ask. But ask me first. Don't come in here saying, hey, subscribe to me. You know, I don't know you. Did you subscribe to Pistol Pete yet? You know, you gotta be courteous about it. Cheers, long time no watch. Laugh out loud. Yeah, Tara, what have you been up to? Are you okay? I hope you're okay. Double D's in the building says, what up, Pistol Pete in chat? Alan says, can you send me a gun, bro? You know, I hear that a lot. If I heard that, what's the saying? If I heard, if I had $1 for every time I heard that. Well, I have a lot of dollars. Sorry, I can't. These are my guns, and I don't part with any of my babies. But if you want to like and subscribe, and you can live vicariously through me, I won't oblige. Pat says, Alan, get in line. Josh says, not A, it's A. As in, meh. Oh, eh. Eh. Bazamart. Yeah. Eh. Bullseye says, much love, my Oriental sexy brother. There he is. The wife of Mrs. Bullseye. Just joking. Bullseye Ben is obviously the husband to Miss Bullseye. So if you're thinking that you could maybe pick up Mrs. Bullseye, there's no chance. I'm next in line. So that being said, subscribe to Bullseye Ben as well. Gang gang. We're trying to grow together, people, and we have to defeat the algorithm. It's very hard, but you know, we're gonna talk about aliens soon. There's a lot of people. You guys want to talk about aliens? That thing coming to Earth? I do. I want to talk about it. Josh says, learn your English, Pete. It's hard. I've only been speaking English for about a week now, and it's a hard language to learn. Chris says, wait a moment. Who was the guy in the Australian shorts in the last video? Who was the guy in the Australian shorts? What was the last video, Tara? I don't remember what I posted. Patrick Tilly says, what's up, my kneesy? Pistol Peasy. What's going on, brother? Rita says, thanks, I just subscribed. Thank you. YouTube stripped about 10 subscribers from me in the last 2 days. So we're going to make that up. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Upright says, what app is it that I can download to see where there are local gun matches? Practice Score. So PRACTI score.com. Bullseye, Mrs. Bullseye says the family's doing good. And yes, they like to be in the video lives I've allowed. Hope you and the family's doing well. We are. Thank you very much. We went to the pool today and the kids had fun. Everyone says, well. He's just, hi. Miss Bullseye's laughing. She's dead. I wouldn't know why. Bullseye says, Peter already got dibs. Yeah. So get out of line, because it ain't going to happen. Miss Bullseye is taken. David says, I thought Asians were smart, Pete. Can't even spell this properly. The title says so. What does the title say? Let's talk about the aliens coming. Do they want... Oh! That's how he pronounces it. This. Tim says, sup, Pete and gang. What's up, Tim? Pete and pterodactyl. Says Josh. Pterodactyl. Gang, Tara. Sup, Tara. Rita says, aliens. Heck yeah. Tara says, sup, Tim. Giles says, MPSK is so small, laugh aloud. Isn't it? It's like the size of MP5K. I love them. I love those size guns. That's why I got both Ks. Bullseye Band says, YouTube said I'm 60,000 views behind my average. I'm slacking. You're not slacking, brother. It's them. They're not pushing your content. You know that. They're not showing it. You know, it's just, yeah. Carl Brown says, do you put Loctite on a ramjet? I don't, personally, because I clean my guns more often than most people, so I don't. But I do check things like that, especially in the ramjet. On my Underworld Arms compensators, I don't know if I have any out. Like, there's one right there on Hollow Suns. No, I Loctite the Hollow Suns now, because those things flip and fly out all the time. I caught myself. They do fly out all the time. The little screw in the Hollow Suns, yeah. You got that tray going, you're gone. It's especially if you're like out in the open where there's grass or gravel. Yeah, no, you're done. Nope, no more. Angela says, how many guns do you have in your collection? I'm nearing 60-ish, or no, 70-ish now. I think I keep buying them. I'm bad boy. I'm picking up. Well, I'm gonna go buy one tomorrow. Something that I found that I just have to have. Finally gonna have it. Finally, I can't wait. I can't wait. And I have another one I'm picking up on Friday. And yeah, it's. I don't have room on the wall. Like I have. I'm gonna my competition belts and all that stuff under here is gonna be moved, so then there'll be more guns going that way, and then I gotta expand the wall right here to put more rifles out, or I'll just put more pistols. I have no rooms for the pistols. Let's see, where am I? You guys need to calm down. Andrea says, hi, it's me again. Well, welcome back. Boza says, Asians are only good at math, not literature. Thank you, Ben. I need to meet an Asian because I'm Oriental. And Carl says, ramjet or ported barrel? That's a hard one. I am an advocate for the ramjet. I am not an advocate for the price. They are $400. But you do get a ramjet and a bar none compensator. Now, ported barrels are nice. They feel different. So just know it's not as a violent downwards motion. It's more of a gradual downward motion because it depends on how many ports you get. If you just port the front, no, get a ramjet. So it depends on where you do it, how you do it, and how many ports you get. Let's see. David says, right, Ben. Pete, do my taxes. Upright says, it's $10. What the fug? Last time I downloaded 2 years ago, I think it was free unless there's another one. Oh, man. Ben says, I thought I was being probed by aliens. Turned out I fell asleep at a G-bar. Well, maybe they were aliens. MI Munition says, bro's got Kratos blades. So dope. Thank you. And they're real. They're steel. I'll do a review on them soon. I'll just clang them together so you can see. Andrea says, it's my birthday tomorrow. Well, if I don't see you tomorrow, happy early birthday, Andrea. Tara says, who's the ninja behind you? Me? What? Let's see. Alonzo says, you actually have the best live, to be honest. Thank you. Thank you, Alonzo. I appreciate that. 210 Dog Trainer says, this might be off topic. How do you feel about shotgun 12 gauge in particular? It is definitely not off topic. This is a gun channel. 12 gauge? It's awesome. It's the gauge to get for a shotgun, especially for home defense. Yeah, it's a great one. So if you think about that, yeah, get that. If you're thinking that or a 20 gauge, yeah, get the 12. Only reason you get a 10 is maybe if you're of weaker stature or younger, where just the 12 gauge is uncomfortable. But if there's any other reason, just put it in the comments. I am not a shotgun guy, so. Bullseye says, I cleaned my guns for the first time in a year yesterday. Hey. Wow. Kim says, Ben, probably be safer to be probed by aliens than in a G-bar. I want to say the whole word, but I don't know if I get in trouble. Dark Turtle says, Tara, what the? Oh, bad, Peter. Are aliens coming? Asked David. You know what? I don't know. All this alien stuff with the S1, that thing that's out in outer space that's headed towards us. You guys haven't heard about that? It's coming towards us. It's in trajectory to come here, and it's not going off course with the gravitational forces of like Mars and Jupiter and Venus, or no, whatever planets has just passed. It's coming straight here. What is it? I want to know. I don't know if it's like one of those fake thing, like they're just pulling my chain. But there's like astronomers and scientists and everything talking about it and using their telescopes, and I'm curious what you guys think. Ben says, yes, Tim, because they have me monkeypox. Now I throw my poop like gorilla. David says, will you smoke them? Oh, yeah. Look behind. Yes. Damn, that's a lot of firearms, says LT Way. Thank you. Thank you very much. They're going to close the doors on us very soon, people. The aliens that probed me said they were coming. Like COM or CUM? Because you put COM. But if they probed you in the bar, wouldn't it be CUM? I'm just making sure. I just making sure. That's all. Dude says, no, will you smoke them? Ray gun, yes. The ray gun is up there. Got me also, Ben. What up, Bullseye? Says Tara. Tim says, might have been talking about something else, Ben. I'm gonna skip some of these, okay? Laugh aloud. The one time I turned my butt plug at home. Or left, yeah. Well, they would have took it out. Or pushed it in further. Oh. Yeah. ING says, what's your favorite pistol in your collection? If we're talking pistols, it would be my it would either be the MPX MP5 or the Staccato XC. I'm just gonna pick for you guys. Yeah. Let's see. Upright says Ramjet all day, baby. It's worth it. It is. I have 3 of them. I love them. I do. You would not be disappointed with the Ramjet. You won't be. David says, Pete, get a Shenandoah 50 caliber rifle and take it for comps for memes. I could. That'd be crazy. I think they'd be mad, especially without a suppressor. Matt says my favorite pistol I have is my FN X45. I like that one a lot. I'm not sad I sold mine, but I wouldn't mind if I still had it. Carl says I was thinking about getting a 43X slide and porta barrel, but I don't know. It depends on where you get it. Truthfully, if you watch my video at the AIM Surplus, I was thoroughly impressed with their slide and ported barrel. Like if you watch a video, it's a long video, not a short, and it was at it'll say like AIM Surplus, and they have a ported barrel slide for the 43X that I want to say rivaled the Ramjet. It did. This is the platypus behind you. Oh yes. So that is the mascot of Stealth Arms, the makers of the platypus. I saw that guy at SHOT Show, and me and 3 gave him a hug, and he gave us a little doll of himself. David says, Pete, my son said, why does he have a pink girl's gun? Does he like boys? David, tell him yes. How did you see the pink girl gun? I don't believe you have a child. Anyways, if he did see that, tell him, yeah, I do like boys. Not in that way, though. That's bad. I like men. I have friends that are men. I like them. That's all. Ben says, I'm a shotgun guy. The Toga is the most versatile weapon ever. There you go. G-Bar works, says Tim. David says, what's coming to us? Look it up. It's all over, like, scientific news or whatever you want to call it. It's up there. It looks like it first started with they saw lights out there, and they didn't know if it was like astronomic, the stars, or whatever. But that it kept going into a sequence. Like it wasn't random anymore. And then it gets getting closer and closer. I don't know. I'm asking you guys. Boza says the AK9 with the rotary is wild. I know, right? It's right there. It's so cool. I have the ALG trigger in it, so that thing is like extremely easy to bump fire. I'm trying to get it so I can bump fire all 50 rounds. Yeah. Oh yeah, baby. Once I master that. Tears says Planet X. If they come, I hope their women are hot. I don't want ugly aliens running around. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, I don't know. Oh, you got an arm cut on your head. You got horns for no. I don't know. No. They better look like Star Wars aliens, like Twi'leks or something. Or that blue Jedi. You know what I'm saying? Like that. It's better than like aliens. No. Or like Silent Place aliens. No, that's no. David says it's a Chinese weather balloon. Oh. Yes, it is. Logan says them bangers ain't real, homie. That you're correct. They are not. They are squirt guns. Giles says, are you talking about the comet that is expected to hit the Indian era in like 2023? I don't know. Is it? I don't know. I only see like little things on shorts. No, I only see like things on it from what is that? Facebook. It was like or Instagram maybe. I don't know what I see it on, but like little, not memes, but little ads will come up or something, and I'll read them real quick, and then I'll just skip out of it. So I thought, instead of reading them, you guys tell me. Carlos says, the Black Gods is coming, laugh loud. I can't wait. Joe says, comment, my phone is terrible. No, I got it. The 45T is a great gun. 15 rounds, 45 mags, always nice. Logan says, you got a 5.7. I do, an FN. Fake one, though, homie. Tara's laughing. Giles says, my favorite 45 I've shot is the Springfield Mod 2. Feels like a 9. It's a nice gun. Yeah, it is. Tara says, men in tights. Tight. David says, he can see the pink pistol to your left. Yes, that one. Show him this one. Show him the pink AR. What's wrong with pink? I like pink. They're mine. I'm not considering my wife's anymore. They're mine. I'm not ashamed anymore. Ben says 22 meg is greater than 5.7. Ben is a proprietor of that statement. Jason says, what if the aliens taste like bacon? Oh my God. Well, that's okay. They will cook them all day long. You know, you're not a citizen, Cattle. We do it to cattle. We do it to pigs, right? Why not do it to aliens? I'll eat an alien if it tastes like bacon. Especially if it gives me superpowers. Dave says he can see the pink. No, I read that. Blazer Sharp says, dang, the background room changed in your stream since last time I've seen you. How long has it been, Blazer Sharp? Well, thank you. Thanks for coming back. Joseph says, if aliens come to Earth, it will not be in peace. Well, if they come to America, it won't be peace. They go to those countries like Canada. Australia. The countries that can't have guns. Then you go, I told you so. John says, can you not hold guns in streams? I cannot. No, you cannot. You'll get banned. Like, right away. I've been banned 5 times, I think. 5 or 6 times. 3 on occasions that I didn't touch anything. I just moved my hands, and AI thought I was, touching a pistol. David says, cops, aliens, if they taste like bacon, we don't discriminate. I mean, yeah. Blair Sharp, it's been like a month or 2. When did you change it last? I don't know what it looked like when you saw it last. I know when I went to GunCon, I took all the firearms down and I moved them to a secure location. And I came back and I was like, let me change it up a little bit. And I did. And I think it looks nice, right? I think it looks nicer. I'm trying to put more out, but it's like, running out of room. Tara says, but it keeps me a peace of mind. What does Tara? What did Tara say last? Yes, nothing wrong with men in tights. Giles says, that's lame AF. Yes, it is. You can do it on Instagram Live, believe it or not. If I went on Instagram Live, I could pick these up all day long and just, have a blast. Lonzo says, I personally think bikers would be effective against aliens. Because of their chains or what? Elaborate. Because I'm going to go with the bikers. John says the MP5, MPX, and the rifles are different. The MP5, MPX, and the rifles are different. Like, I moved them. Yeah. I mean, you guys haven't seen MPX in 4 months, 4 or 5 months. It's now a LV MPX. Blazer Sharp says, yeah, the red and black. Like the red. Oh. Blazer, you haven't been here in ever. No. It's always been red and black. I've never had the background a different color. Michael says, "What's up? How's it going?" Welcome back, Michael Martinez. Josh says, "On your wall, never saw him up there." Oh yeah, I mean, like I said, I put more guns up. This one's been gone for 4 months because it was getting the LV coat. The rifles were up here. They've been up. These rifles have been here, but they've been like in the corner, you know. And then I just move stuff around. You know, there's no room. I don't have any more room to put any more guns up. See, like this is done. Like, and then if I expand that side, I might get, you know, if I put more of my pistols out, then I'll cover the wall. But it's not like you can see them anyways. It's just so if I put them up, people are like, "Hey, do you have this?" And I'm like, "Yeah, right here." Blaze says, "Never mind, must just be the swords." Oh, the swords are new, yeah. That I did put that up there, new. The blades are new, yeah. I think if you were here 2 months ago, it didn't look like this. You're right. It's those blades of chaos in the middle. Tara says, "I like the way you put the wall up." Thank you, Tara. Thank you very much. Blazer says, "I don't know, man. Do you know how to fix a airsoft gun that gets stuff when you shoot it and it does the blowback and gets stuck?" I don't. I'm not an airsoft guy. I've never shot one. Well, I can't say never. Maybe I've shot one. That's those rubber pellets, right? It's like a BB gun, but not. If it's that, I might have an airsoft rifle in the garage somewhere. Someone gave me it. So I lied with the airsoft. But no, I don't know anything about it. I'm sorry. Focus. Welcome back, Focus. We're just trying to talk about the aliens and see, you know, what we're gonna do if they come here. It's all over my Instagram or Facebook or whatever you want to call it. It's there, and I want to know if you believe that they're actually coming, or something's coming here. So, no plastic BBs. Oh, okay. I think I have an airsoft gun in the garage. I'm pretty sure it's airsoft. Should I put it on the wall? It has an orange tip. So yeah, I think it's airsoft. Giles says 507 comp a solid choice. Yes, it's one of the best, if not the best, for competition. Like 100%. The 507 comp is awesome. I have I don't want to say quite a few of them, but I do have a bunch. I have a lot of SROs too, and the reason why I like SROs for competition, I'm going on a tangent, is because if I'm shooting around a corner and I'm leaning like this, I like this circle because you can put the middle of the dot in a circle faster than if it was a square like this. Like, you know, you have to like. It's just weird when you're holding it sideways. That's one reason why I use SROs, but I do have 507 comps on some of my guns I compete with, like, where's my VP9? Oh, it's not here. They're up there. You gotta play Where's Waldo. But yeah, it's awesome. I absolutely love the 507 comp. Blazer Chef says, no, like the metal pullback gets stuck. Yeah, I have no idea. I don't know how airsoft actually works, so. Tristan says, do you have an AK-47? Tristan Miller, I do. It'll be here sometime next week. If not, what day is it today? Middle of next week. I'll have it. Focus says, damn, forgot my tinfoil hat. That's what I need. Bridget says, I think I need a type of thing to keep it sliding. I don't know. My orange tip broke. Looks like a real gun. Something seems sliding. Well, if it's getting stuck, I mean, if it was a real gun, Wait, is it a pistol? If it was a real gun, it would need oil and to be cleaned. But like I said, I don't know how the blowback on a airsoft works. John says, I love the look. Should look good on a 92X performance. Yes, it does. 90X, yes. John says, I got an RMR. It's a great, it's just great. I don't know. Everyone has one. Laugh aloud. I got an RMR and it's great. Just, oh, no. Wait, you're going to carry it? No, get the RMR. If you can compete the 507 comp, but if you're carrying it, the RMR, that's why people have it, because it is the #1 rugged optic there is, because of its design and the horns it has. That's why it's everywhere. It's, you know, if you're smart, you carry an RMR. I know it's a lot of money, but it's the least susceptible to break. You know, yeah. So if you're doing it just because everyone has a carry gun and you don't want to do it because everyone has it, don't follow suit. The RMR is king, and it's really for the Shadow 2. Oh my god. Okay, is it gonna be a carry gun? If not, get the comp. If it's a carry gun, get the RMR. But it's a pistol. Oh, so it has a slide that racks back and forth, and it's getting stuck on the blowback. Any airsoft guys in here? I don't know. If it's a real gun, then you know it's definitely something. With the what's that piece called? You wouldn't have it in your airsoft, I don't think. But internally, there's a piece that can impede the slide from going forward again. I can't think what it's called. It's not the ejector, the extractor. I don't know what it's called. But I don't think it's the same for airsoft. Let's see. Tim says, yeah, I've seen people everyday carry using a 507 comp or an SR for a red dot. Okay. I'm sorry, but if you're a subscriber, you have immunity to my comment. Okay? You have immunity. But don't, if your feelings get hurt, don't unsubscribe. I'm going to just tell you from Pistol Pete's perspective, if you value my opinion. If you don't, you can be, oh, F Pistol Pete. But don't unsubscribe, okay? If you carry an SRO on your carry gun, you just went full retard. The SRO is a competition dot. It is not a carry dot. Why? Because it breaks easily. Don't carry an SRO like a retard. I didn't want to say it, but yeah, like a retard. I don't think that's a bad word. I'm trying to do this for algorithm, okay? If you're carrying an SRO, you went full retard. If you're carrying a 507 comp, not so much a full retard, but it is a competition pistol. It is a lot more sturdy than an SRO. The SRO is a circle. It's a circle, people. Think of a circle, like it's easy to crush. Don't carry an SRO. That's just full retard. I had to say it. I gotta let you guys know. 507 comp, it's a better option than SRO, but like I said, a carry optic should be something that's rugged. You don't see military walk around with an SRO or a 507 comp. Law enforcement, well, some law enforcement carry their gun. Okay, law enforcement is retarded. Something I know a lot of cops that are just what? No. Ian says, have you tried an RMR HD? Yes. I want one. I don't want to pay $700 or $800 for it. Now that is another dot that is exceptionally great for a carry gun. But it's like $700 or $800 for that dot. That's full retard as well. But it is awesome because RMR HD is like an SRO had a baby or incest with the RMR. And they had a child. Because they're part of the same family. Eek! John says, my RMR is for my Shadow 2, but it's just a little small for the Beretta. But is it your carry gun? But it says, yeah. Yeah, the air tank makes it blow back too. Yeah, that piece is broke, but I got it to stay down, so I don't have the problem. So yeah, so it is about this. Okay, so it works about the same. Brooke says, what's good? What's good, Brooke? Red Bear says, howdy, partner. Yeehaw! I'm just kidding. What's up, brother? Or sister? Ian's laughing. Drop says, yo, yo, yo. Bang, bang, bang. Drop says, I took over Ben's live earlier. It was fun. How do you take over someone's live? Red Bear says, I just got off the range an hour ago with my Nazi World War II 8mm Mauser with the Nazi Super App rounds. Hey, even though it's a Nazi gun, it's a nice gun. My Nazi gun's right there. Oh. Giles says, I open carry life allowed, whole gun exposed. Yeah, Giles, don't, yeah. No. The whole gun's exposed. Yeah, that's even worse. Bang it against something hard and it's going to break. So if you go with the Hollow Sun 507 comp, that's a better choice than a lot of the other competition dots for sure. Let's see. Cherry Line. What's up, Cherry Line? Says, Pete, I'm back. It's time. That's what she said. I'm just repeating what she said. What's up, Cherry Line? Drop says, I couldn't do that. No! Drop, are you okay? Ian said, I just ordered an Armory HD and a Skydo HDP 4.5, and yes, I went full retard. No, you didn't. No. You did the right thing. That's awesome. I want the HD 4.5, but I already have a P, an XC, and a C2. Why do they have to do $3,000 for that gun? Why couldn't you bring it down just a hair to compete with like the Platypus? Why? Because Staccato can do it. They can do it. So I'm a sucker for them. I'm probably not going to buy one. Probably. Okay, guys? God. Jeez. Nice, Ian. Very, very nice choices. Drop says, I like I do here all the time. Drop never takes over. He can't. It's my channel. Big Boss says, if aliens pulled up in my neighborhood, one call and I could pull up with an army, no joke. Those people ain't playing. Big Boss status, what's going on, brother? Drop says, I'm like 31. Drop's so young. Tim says, is 3 sleeping? She is. She's getting ready for work tomorrow. Michael says, that's if you convince me I'm getting a Desert Eagle with the house on laugh aloud. That's it. You convinced me. I love you, Michael Martinez. Drop says, she's working? No, she's going to work tomorrow. She's in the mornings again. Red Band says, the ammo shot through almost an inch of AR 500 steel plates. Almost shot through almost an inch? Well, AR 500 steel plates are usually 5/8 of an inch thick. I'm trying to think. They're never an inch thick. So that means it went through the plate, right? Drop says, like. Josh says, I got the Ghost Evo Pro holster left allowed. I know you have one. Do I have one? Do I have one of those holsters? Or have you seen it? Oh, that one. Yes, I have one. They're nice. They're nice holsters. Yeah, I was actually well, I don't know where they went. thinking about turning my. I gotta reorganize my. Well, you know, I'm gonna take them down because I said I'm gonna move them. So this is the Black Scorpion one. This is the one I use mainly, because all of my stuff on it for my staccatos are on here. So I'm gonna move these separate, a different way though. And then my Ghost, I don't know, I might change it. Wait, what is this one? Oh wait, this is the Black Scorpion. But I put the Black Scorpion stuff on my Core Essentials belt now. This belt, the belt is awesome. But they don't sell pieces to put on it. They just sell the belt. Then my Ghost. I use this one for my staccatos as well, because I have the quick draw, and then it's adjustable, so I can change it for different 2011s if it fits the trigger guard. If it doesn't, then I'm cooked. But I don't know, I'm starting to like the pouches better than the magnets. They're just more secure in there, especially if you have to like crouch, bend down real low, or go prone, or you know, some of that dumb stuff. You can lose your mag pretty easy. Jobs says, I know that was going to confuse him. The 30, no, I said you were young. What? This is confusing me when he says he's, what? Tim says Red Baron Pizza. It's pretty, yeah, yeah. Drop says, ha, it did, I knew it. I think Drop him drink too much cow's milk. He's a little drunk on milk right now. Red Beard says he had this special order, and yeah, it did. Nice. Giles says it's on your Instagram, but you understand what I mean when it exposed. That's on my. Oh, is it? Okay. I don't remember what I post. I'm not gonna lie. But you understand what I mean when it exposed. Yeah, like this one, right? Is that what you mean? Oh, exposed. Yeah, yeah, like out the waistband holster. Yeah, like that, or I have another holster. But yeah, you can basically see the whole gun. The only thing that's covered is the trigger guard. Let's see. Tim says, bro, that trigger pulled on the gun was 1.15 pounds. No. Because those are ounces afterwards. So that was 1 pound, 15 ounces. Drop says 31. Not my age, dork. God. He's so violent today, guys. You better be careful, Dropham's. He's being a little, you know, like an a-hole. Kind of hurts my feelings. Tactical Llama, what's up, brother? He says, hey, Pistol Pete, first time in live. What's going on? How's it going? How's your channel? Drops a shakes head. Some people's children laugh aloud. Drop. Giles says, yeah, the whole gun is exposed. Yep. So I have a holster like that. Actually, yeah, it just covers the trigger guard, and the locking mechanism is onto my light. But if it's a competition belt, it's usually just a magnet, or that one is against a trigger guard, and then when you put it in lock right here, and then when you unlock it, it unlocks it. So you're ready to rock and roll. Red Bear says, what's the largest caliber pistol you own? Largest caliber pistol? A 44 mag. Tim says, on either way, that's super fast. Yes, should make a huge difference with comps, right? No, the lighter trigger is meant for accuracy. How fast you push the trigger is dependent on the gun itself. Like 2011s or the reset. So 2011s have a short reset. And then some guns, when you change the trigger, have a short reset. That's how fast you can go, you know. But the lighter the trigger is how it makes it technically, quote unquote, more accurate. Tactical Llama says, it's going no live tonight for me, just trolling everyone else's lives. I love trolls. Giles says, I low-key, when I get the ones with the fingerprint laugh aloud holster, I low-key want? You want to get the ones with the fingerprint? What? I've never heard of that. There's ones that you can fingerprint it to. That's cool. I don't think it'll be fast, but I mean, if they can make it fast, I would rock one. I think it would get a lot of hate because of things that can happen. But yeah, I would like to see that. Job says, trolls! Where? I love trolls. You guys know I love trolls. But there's no real troll here. Tactical Llama is not a troll. He is a subscriber. He's trolling other people. So, Tactical Llama, are you still here? I have a mission for you. My troll buddy. Please still be here. Josh says, it's instant. Whoa. I have to look that up then. No joke. Tactical Llama, we have a mission for you. A Pistol Peter troll. Yeah, not trolling in a bad way. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, if you're gonna go troll other streams, before you leave that stream, copy and paste. Alright guys, I'm leaving the stream. I'm gonna go watch Pistol Pete. He's live. Below Everett says, like, share, subscribe, folks. Double tap that screen. Thank you, Bod. Welcome. Welcome back. Like I said, YT closed the doors already, people. It was a good 20 minutes. I tell you, I know the algorithm. It just happened. You saw it. But if you're here and you never met Below Average Utah Dad, please like and subscribe to him as well. We are just growing together. Tactical Llama's laughing, see? You know who used to do that? My fellow, subscriber, Script. He doesn't come much anymore because he's busy at work. But he used to do that. He used to go out if this stream was like dying. And he would be like, he would act like he was there for a while. Be like, all right, fellas, leaving the stream, Pistol Pete's live. Tim's laughing. There's no llama emoji. Oh, God. Drop. Tim says, what up, Utah? Hey, Below. Hey, you guys need to make a llama emoji. Because Jobham's, yeah, he's getting feisty. How is a tactical camo dog? Who's it? Oh, tactical llama, you mean? Oh, man. Nasty Nate's here. He says, it's time to tell me about this, about aliens. Sorry, I live under a rock. I don't know anything about it. Nasty Nate. It pops up on my feed every once in a while. A lot now because I clicked into it once. And I don't know anything. I just know that there was an object far back. And it was shooting off lights. And that far away, I don't know how many light years away, but they thought at first it was just like, other stars doing whatever, exploding or whatever they do. And then the lights became not random. It was like I'm making shit up, but like a Morse code, you know, like they weren't random. And now this object is getting closer and closer. Like they can see the path is headed for Earth, and they're saying that if it was a comet, that once it hits the gravitational pull of the other planets, it would at least sway or move or go off track, but it's not. I don't know anything about it. That's all I know. And I could be like filling in the blanks for you guys. I don't know. But the thing is, if they come here, they're cooked. Unless they're bulletproof. Then we're screwed. Then it's Blades of War time. It's Blades of Chaos are coming out, and it's, yeah. Let's see. What up, bro? It says drop. Aaron says, what's the thoughts on a 945 CCW bag? I love mine. Where did I put mine? It has a gun in it. It's right there. So I have it ready. I just pick it up and go. And it's easier than to put on my rig. I do like doing this better because I have this clip-on belt, but that's faster. You just grab it and go. You know, when I'm in the bathroom, I don't have to take this off. I have that bag. But that bag, to me, becomes uncomfortable after a while because I'm not used to having something around my neck. But it's so easy. You just, if I'm going to a restaurant or I take it off, I just unclip it and it just comes right off. So I actually like the bag, but if you like carrying appendix, I wouldn't stop for that bag unless you really like the bag. Like, if you're already wearing a fanny pack, I like to call them man purses, then switch over to that one. Yeah, it's great. And it's super easy to get the gun out. A lot of people that are showing you this on YouTube don't tell you the cons about it. They just make a quick video and say it's a shit, but they're not showing you that they've been trying this practice draw for a long time, because it's not, yeah, there's things that, like the straps or the little bungee cords for the zippers. I really highly suggest tucking those in, because when you're grabbing to draw or pull it down, sometimes you can grab that cord and it kind of impede, you get stuck because you're grabbing it so hard and and then you're pulling the zipper instead of the strap. Little things like that people don't talk about. Tim says, Lafayette, Utah has a poodle like the tall poodle that is the same color as the carpet in the room he does live in. The dog actually blends in the carpet. Yeah, I've seen streams on that one. Tactical Llama says, I'll go drop PP, Pistol, PW all over YouTube. And I'm at 945. It's great. I'm about to drop a video tomorrow. Yes. And subscribe to Tactical Llama as well. He's trying to grow. And like I said, he likes it. It's a nice bag. I use mine. Oh, and then it's great for like if you're in a place where you're like winter jackets or something. If you know when you wear a winter jacket, it's not easy to pull appendix, or even at 3 o'clock if you're wearing a bigger jacket. It's just cumbersome. Or if you're in your car, you got your seatbelt on and you don't pull out your gun before you get in the car, because every time you pull out the gun, sometimes you forget the gun, or it's an extra step. You go to a grocery market and I gotta pull my gun out to put it away, and someone sees you and they might think something bad. That is all taken away with the 945. Let's see. Job says, you're where you gotta be, brother. Aaron says, are they made pretty solid? Yes. Yes. 1000%. I don't know what kind of Cordura, is that how you say the nylon? It's freaking crazy. That is an actually well-made bag. I've got bags before that weren't gun bags, but they said they were quality, and they weren't. That is a quality bag. There is nothing of the stitching coming out. I'll just grab it. I'm just looking at it, like thinking about. Hold on. Yeah, these things are quality. I should be a spokesperson for them too. Shit. No. Yeah, it is. Like the stitching on it is all over, and I double stitched in certain spots where it needs to be. Yeah, and then there's, where is it? That's a hair. That's Three's hair. There's, I don't know if they show it anywhere. I gotta do a review on it too. But it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 spots. 7 different spots where you can put this strap. And then it also comes with a strap that can go around your waist. So right here. So if you're like running, you can actually strap it to you and then strap it around, like over your shoulder and then around your body. So it actually sticks. This strap, like I said, it is double stitched, where you pull it. And then when you open it, I mean, it uses like the good zippers, the one that's used everywhere, the YTT, whatever, zipper. And on the inside, it is all Velcro. But like, it is, watch. I'm not going to pull it off all the way because I have it perfect where I want it. It's on there really good. Like, exceptionally well. So people that buy the cheap stuff and they say it's just as good as this, they're blowing smoke in your ass because they have buyer's pride. I bought this and it's just as good as the high-end shit. Well, do you have the high-end shit to compare to? No. Well, how do you know then? This is quality. Then it has another one down here where I put my mag. Well, I do have a mag in there. Thank God there wasn't no gun in here. I would have been in trouble. Yeah, this thing is quality. I don't know what else to say about it, but yeah. It is made right. Oh, what I was talking about, the zipper. So, the zippers sit right there, see? The cord. So when you grab it, if you're grabbing it and you're just going like this to grab it fast, not look, and you pull it, and you have that piece in your hand right here, you're pulling that with it and it's not going to open. So I like to, before I put it in, is I like to tuck these zippers in, or these bungee cords, and you can still move the zipper and then just move the zipper up. Now there's nothing impeding your draw. Same with this one right here. One time I grabbed it and I grabbed this on accident, like at the same time. So I just tucked that in. So if you get this, tuck the bungee cords in. It is not hard to open, with it out. And if you have this and you practice your draws and you've never pulled those things, hats off to you. But still tuck them in just that one time that you have to use your firearm and you have that out and you actually draw it and you're like, oh God, Pistol Pete was right. You might get cooked. And I don't want to see that happen because I love you guys. Let's see. Tara says, bang, bang, bang. Thank you, Tara. Drop says, I don't yet see Johnny B. Where could he be? The question is, are we going to see my little buddy, Johnny B? Dropped it like a little nursery rhyme there. I like it. Llama says, Pistol, do you have version 1 or 2? I don't know. How would I know? John says, okay, that was gold. What was gold? What you wrote? Tara says, that goes to say that your mind should be there instead of just playing around. Responsible gun holders are not anything to take lightly. Big shot come with big responsibility. Responsibility, that sounds better. I agree, Tara. Llama says, Aaron, they are solid. I have a code if you want an affiliate link. There you go. Go through him. Just says, oh, I have one. Like. Nice. Job says, uses the extreme Velcro. Yes. That shit is extreme. Like, seriously. What Velcro background do you have on the holster on the 945 bag? What Velcro? It comes together. So I don't know. Like, you'd have to find out from them. That holster is from them. So this is, when you buy it, they send their holster, and it's riveted to the Velcro right here. So yeah, this is theirs. This is all from them. So this, yeah, holster, and their holsters are nice too. I wish I could put the gun in there and show you, but their holsters are actually quite. I don't know if 945 sells these alone. I didn't check. But the nice thing with these bags, like if you have, if you're one of those people that like to rotate your everyday carries, you can. You just buy a different holster. Don't buy another bag. But yeah, this one's cool. This one, oh, version 2. Doesn't the version 1 have the 945? Like it's a big. It says it big. Yeah, mine says it just on this little thing. So they try to make it more indiscreet. So this is a version 2, now that I think about it. I remember seeing a video on it somewhere. Oh, never mind. Mine isn't Velcro, but mine holds my peace of mind just fine. You guys are awesome today. Wait. It is. Tim's laughing. Llama says it's a version 2. Yep. Nice, says Tim. Oh, okay. Llama says the Velcro is no joke. It comes with it. Yep. You don't have to be afraid of it coming loose when you draw. No. Not at all. That thing is going nowhere. Yeah, but I like it. I'm thinking about getting a different holster for it. For like a smaller gun. Or a different bag. This is like, I don't know if this is the biggest bag they have. But when I wear this, it looks like a freaking laptop bag. Like... It's big on me. Look at that. Like it looks, I don't know if it looks not big because of the wide camera, but it's, I mean, the whole front. I do have mine set up differently. So from when you see guys do it, when it comes, the straps are in a different position, and this is more like this. But when I draw for it, sometimes the draw gets, sometimes I draw it and it gets stuck halfway. So I changed it, and then when you draw, if it's, you know, pointed down like this, you actually draw and you pull up. You know, it just, or some people hold down here, you kind of do that old school underbody draw. I have it where when I draw, it's just sideways, and now it's already in a position to punch out. So, you know, like that. Other people have to draw it up, and they're either going like that, you know, and looking for the dot or whatever, but I find it easier just to have it sideways. So when I open it, it's, you know, it's less movement. But you guys, you know, if you get one, wear it a couple different ways, see what's most comfortable and comfortable to draw. Let's see. Drop says makes it more discreet. Yep. That's why they went that route. Tara says, I dig it. I dig you, Tara. Llama says, looks like the large, and there is one bigger. I carry for the X. I must have mine. Yeah, my friend has one that's super small for his 43X. I don't know. I like the bigness because I can actually put my phone right here. But it is big. This one's big. If there's bigger, that's even crazy. It's like a little backpack. But yeah, you can put a lot in here. There's a back zipper too. So you can put stuff back here and stuff up here. You can put more up front, but if you're carrying, like, when I carry because I put my Glock 47 in here. So it takes up the whole gun. Even the optic is like, sometimes, I don't want to say pushing against the top, but it is, like, I can't put an extended mag in the gun. I have to do the flush 17 to fit this. But yeah, I do like it. Tara says, did he just say the old school? Yes. The, under crossbody, under the armpit, like the cops. Lama says, yes, there is a small one as well. The XL actually isn't much bigger. Okay, so there's 4 sizes. Yeah, I don't know. I just tell them, I was like, well, I want the one that fits a Glock 47. They're like, what optic? That one. Okay. So they tell me which one to buy. Jay says, are you going to get cancer from it? I hope not. Please no. The aliens are coming. I can't get cancer. We gotta be ready for them. Hopefully not, Tara. And yes, the only reason I'm drinking water right now, because I forgot my Mountain Dew. My body is reacting weirdly to this right now. Water? What is this? What is going on? What is the Mountain Dew? Don't worry, tummy. You'll get some soon enough. It's awfully quiet upstairs. I wonder what my kids are doing. I really do sometimes. Lava says, yeah, the guys are awesome and they help decide what's best for what you carry. Yeah, they are. It's very, very nice bunch. I've never seen them, though, at SHOT Show or Gun Con or anything. It's weird. Alonzo says, space cigarettes would be so dope. Wouldn't it? Can you imagine if... Lonzo, don't put those thoughts in my head. By the way, Mr. Alien, do you have a space cigarette? Larry Bird says, Pete, I haven't caught alive in a while. Forgive me. Larry Bird, it's all good. We all get busy. You're my man. Don't worry. Don't worry. John says it's going to be 100 tomorrow. Holy. I wonder what it's going to be here then. Yeah, I wonder. I'm going to look that up. Lonzo says Space Mountain Dew. Oh my God. I'll be like, Mr. Alien, you know what a Mountain Dew is? Whoa. Libra says, what's your thoughts on the Sig debacle? Let's just get this out first. Sig 320 is an awesome pistol. If you guys don't like it, then you don't know much about guns. That gun is widely used in like competitions. I've seen it. I'm like, damn, that's a Sig 320. Not anymore because they're getting banned. It is a great gun. Okay, that's out of the way. The thing is, not every Sig goes off. But let's just say it's only 1 in 1,000. That's enough to ban the gun. 1 in 1,000. There's a million Sigs out there. I think. Go check it out. Millions, maybe millions of 320s. So 1 of every 1,000 out of a million is a shitload of pistols. I think I might have one that doesn't go off. You see that shit? Okay, here. Let's talk about it. Let's stop. Let's stop with the comments. You can chime in on this. Let's talk about this. They're taking the Sig, right? And they're prepping the trigger to the wall. So they're taking the trigger and they're pulling it back. They're putting something in there, like a screw, whatever you have. They're sticking something in that crack so it doesn't move, so it stays at the wall. Then they're taking the slide and they're wiggling it, and it goes bang. You can either put a primer case in there. I wouldn't suggest doing it for real. Or you can put like a pencil in there and then wiggle it and see if the pencil shoots out. Or you can just be quiet and see if you hear the click, right? Those two things have to happen for the gun to go off. So if you're holding the gun, I can see the slide wiggling. But why is this trigger being depressed to the wall? I don't get it. Why are they doing this test with the trigger put to the wall? Why don't they do the test while it's chambered, or not chambered, but primed, but without putting the trigger to the wall? I thought the gun was just going off. Like, if it's going off because of, you're wiggling the slide and it's causing the firing pin to go off, okay. But why are they prepping the trigger? I don't get that. Now, if you're holstering it and something gets caught in the holster and it goes off, okay, cool. Something got caught. So those two things were happening to make it go off. Now, what about the guy at Ben Stoker's when the gun was already holstered? It was just in his holster, just chilling. There's no chipmunk in there. There's no squirrel in there. No mouse in there to depress the trigger. Maybe he moved around, it wiggled it, and it went off. How did that gun go off? What about the cop? The video, and the gun's already holstered. It's in there. I didn't see a string pulling the trigger. How did that gun go off? Think about that. Why are people depressing the trigger to make this thing go off? Then they're bringing it to the wall, if not a little past it. They're saying it. They're like, we're going to put it here and put it 1/100th of an inch more into it. Why? Please answer that. Answer that. I'm going to read the comments. Tara says, Job says it's food bar. Tara says, I find it ironic that it's so small and nice, but no one would ever know that I'm 40 cal in walking. In respect to all my family out there, 100, right? And Tara's a 40 cal queen, so you better watch out. What's up, Juggernaut? Alonzo says my Sig go off a lot. Wait, are you being sarcastic or not, Alonzo? I need to know. Tim says Tara is a sweet girl outside, but a pit bull ready to fight if need. Merca, says Tara. Han says working on trial tomorrow. Hopefully, I come home with a $750,000 check. Hell yeah, brother. Hey, good luck to you. Ni hao. Come back and send a super because you're going to have so much money. $750,000? Just put 1,000 towards that. You got it, Hans. Tears says, it's the holster that has the safe lock on it? Oh, see? Yeah, but that doesn't depress the trigger, though. Yeah, those don't depress the trigger. That'd be dumb in a holster. Yeah, but that's okay. Contagious, yeah, that isn't a good test. It just doesn't make sense. It makes no sense to me. Salama says, I have a friend that was shot by a 320. He took his holster gun off his hip and put it in his truck console, and he was shot in the stomach. See? I hope he's okay, but that's, again, there we go. Perfect example. It just went off. So why are people doing the test with the trigger depressed? So many people that have these SIGs now, their own SIGs, they're like, oh, it went off. It went off. It didn't go off before. But now because the trigger's depressed, it went off. So yeah, I'm not not saying that the SIGs don't go off under rattling or movement, but why in the test is the trigger depressed to the wall? Chair says you have to be careful with these holsters. If every SIG is going off using the same holster, then we know what it is. But I've heard of people putting the gun down on a table and it going off. Now I can see that rattling the slide. You put it on the table too hard, you rattle a slide, it goes off. Okay. Again, the trigger was not depressed in that situation. Why are these tests? I should do a video on this. It's better than live because you guys can respond. Is that the Serpa holster Terra? What's up, Jessica? She says, hey, dude. We were talking about aliens, now we're talking about SIGs going off. And the stupid test that they're doing. Because I truthfully think it's a stupid test. I'm not debating that they don't go off. I'm just saying it's a stupid test. Doesn't make sense. Oh, man, I should try this. Hold on. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna load this mag. I'm gonna try this while I read. Holster discharges are insane, man. Yes, they are. This is F up of monumental proportion. Yes, it is. 100%. Now, I'm not, like I said, I'm not debating that they're not going off. I'm debating why this test all over the internet is done in a way that makes it more possible for a SIG to go off. These tests should be done with the trigger not depressed to the wall. Because if you have a light trigger and you depress it all the way and you shake it enough or rattle it, it's going to go off. Not the same test, but I'm just saying why. Like I said, it just doesn't make sense to me. Drum King says, hello everyone. I don't think it's the hustle. I watched a video of a guy wiggling the slide and went off. Yes. I did too. The holster, okay. Yes, it is the wiggle. The wiggle has something to do with it. What I'm talking about is why in these tests are people wiggling the slide with the trigger depressed all the way back to the wall. Do you see what I'm getting at here? These guns that went off live with live rounds did not have the trigger depressed to the wall. So in these tests, why are they being depressed? Why don't you do the test with the trigger where it normally is? You know? Chair says, plus, you shouldn't be having these things if you are not aware of the repercussions of this. I got it, Chair. Holster, yes. Yeah, some people think this is a holster. But cops don't use the same holster that the guy was using at Ben Stoker's. So, Contagious says, I've seen a video. Can't trust a pre-made vid. But long ago, I saw rubber mallet to the back, set it off with the original trigger. Yes, I've seen that one. That makes sense too. You know, that makes sense to me. Do those tests. Drop says that is their way to get views. Oh yeah, of course it is. Because if you can reproduce what other people are doing, why not? I'm going to do it, but mine doesn't go off. I can't get mine to go off. I've tried it, and I banged on it. I was like, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Nothing. Tap, tap, tap. Nothing. Bang, bang, bang. Nothing. and I shoved something in there to put it right at the wall. So for me to get views, I'm going to go after these people. I'm going to be like, why? Are you deep? I'm going to say exactly what I said right here. And I'm pretty sure someone will give me a logical reason. I really can't think of one. If you guys can think of one of why they're depressing the trigger, I need to know before I make a video on this. I really do, because like I said, I just don't I don't get why they're doing it with the trigger depressed. Or, you know, whoever's copying the original guy that did it, they're not thinking it through like I am. They're not thinking, well, why is he pinning the trigger? Jess says, I don't think it's a trigger issue, my dude. I never said it was. I think it's a failure to engage of the seer that I agree that the 320 is dangerous, but testing a dangerous gun is stupid in my opinion. Yeah, I never said it. I never said I don't think it's a trigger. I think Jess jumped in the middle. So, Jess, what I'm saying is this. Everyone that's testing this is pinning the trigger to the wall, if not a little after the wall. They're saying this in their videos. So my question is, why do you pin the trigger while you're testing the gun for it to go off? Why don't you test it in a situation where the trigger's not being depressed? Because in these videos where a gun is actually going off in a holster, the trigger's not being depressed. Ben Stoker's video, the guy was just standing there. Okay. If he's shaking his booty, he's wiggling it around, it goes off, okay, cool. Trigger's not being depressed. The cop, all the cop videos where the gun is going off. He's bending over, okay? Maybe it wiggled the slide and went off. Okay, trigger's not being depressed. The other cop video, same thing. The guy where he's pulling it out of his holster. You see his finger not even on the trigger. Out of the holster. There's nothing in a holster that can push a trigger up as you're pulling it out. Down, yes, but not up. It's kind of impossible if you think about it. It's gravity. Why did the gun go off? Trigger wasn't being depressed. So again, if you're jumping in late, that is my question. I am not debating they don't go off. See, you must have a good one then. I must. That's what she said. Right. I will find a video I saw. Drumkick says, my friend was one and I will ask him to try the wiggle, but he better wear some apple bottom jeans and boots with the fur when he does it. Apple bottom jeans, boots with the fur. Jessica says, oh, definitely don't screw with the trigger while testing it. No. Some people are testing it with a primer. So, you know, just the casing and the primer, and it'll go bang. No bullet, no gunpowder. And some people are testing it where they can just hear the click. And some people are testing it where they're just putting a pencil in there. So when I tested mine, I was just listening for the click. Tara says, my baby daddy's asked me the same thing before we made our last baby. Well, tell him I said hi. Continues saying, I think it's difference in tolerances of parts, and some of them have two parts and opposite tolerances, and it makes it slack enough for a jiggle to make it slip out the sear. I think so too. You know, it's something with that. You know, something with the wiggle. I'm not disputing that. I'm disputing why you're pinning the trigger. I don't get it. I just need someone to tell me why, and I'll stop asking. Obviously, if I know why. But no one in these videos say why they pinned the trigger to the rear. Jump King says, did Sig make the trigger? Maybe they're trying to scoot the blame. I don't know. Like these people that have the guns, I don't know if they're modifying the triggers or not. No idea. Flying Fisher says, "What's up, Pete? Hey, everyone. Effing YouTube blocked my comments. Oh, sorry, Fly. Gang, gang." Continues says, Bretta 92FS were being put together with Mr. S. Price with tolerances, and it wasn't good. I believe that. Tara says, why? Wait, don't say hi to him? Dang it. Is that why you're saying why, Tara? Okay, no hi. No hi. What up, Fly? Fisher says, Tara. Okay. Can you see that on the screen? Yeah, you can. Never mind. Never mind. Okay, 5% left. It says they're pinning the trigger because they don't have one of ballot tolerances. So it's the trigger bad trigger parts in conjunction with the wiggling of the slide to make it go off. So bad trigger and bad slide is what you're saying? That would make sense. That means continue to just save me from making a video. Thank you. That would make sense. I would like one of them to explain that in their video, why they're doing it. I always question these things when it comes to firearms. Why? Okay, that makes sense. If one of you guys finds a video where this person is explaining it, kind of like what Contagion did, but they're actually making the gun go off, please send it to me on my Instagram. I would like to see it. I think I'm going to grab my 320 right now and do some testing. Pinning my trigger to the rear. Hey, baby. What is that? Oh, you got another one? Another one of my son's tooth came out. Right there. He's saving it for the tooth fairy. What I like is I like the smell when I open the bag. What are you guys doing? What are you guys doing?
We're just watching YouTube.
Oh, fun. They're watching YouTube, but they're not watching me. There's as well. I think that y'all guys could stop trying to wiggle your bead. We might get something somewhere. Hey, I know. Let's listen to Tara. Let's stop wiggling our beads. I have a 320. I have two of them. I'm not getting rid of them. But I'm not going to put that shit by my penis. I have the Fluxrator and an M18. I don't think you have ever seen the M18. Maybe you have. I don't know. I don't know if I put it on the wall. I'm keeping them for the wall. I'm not going to get rid of them because they're going off. I just won't use them anymore, okay, people? Plus, it looks cool. M18 looks cool. I think it's a badass looking gun. I don't know. It's the FDE on it. I like how Sig did it. So, Tara says, "What up, young blood? You like the smell of teeth?" Yeah, he's gonna put it in the bag so he doesn't lose it. And yeah, now I gotta. Tooth Fairy got to come up with $20 to put under his pillow. Junkie says, "The wiggle is how I got my wife." Good job. How did I get my wife? It wasn't the wiggle. Must have been my gangster appearance. I walked in looking like Yakuza. I was like, and she was like, damn. Yeah, that was the good old days. When I could just walk in to a room like Fat Joe and pick up witches. Tara says, ad drum king. Cool. Tara says, $20. Shit, I got 25 cents. Yeah, one time we lost like a bunch in a row, and I'm like, oh my god. He can buy a PS5 now. Maybe I'll give him 10. I don't know. I'm not sure yet. But Tooth Fairy has been giving all the kids $20 for like 10 years now. And yeah, it's getting a little costly, you know? It's just a little bit. Just a little bit. But we are nearing my 2-hour marker. I got 5% left. Any last words you guys want to say before I leave? About the aliens or the SIGs or about how freaking cool I am. You know, just stuff like that, you know. Tara's laughing. You know, like, oh, Pete, you're a goat. Oh, you're so goatish, Pete. You know, stuff like that, you know. You know, whatever you want to talk about. What, you know, any last words for tonight's stream, you know, stuff like that. I was thinking about staying longer, but I don't know. 5% left. I gotta put a charger in. Yeah, I'm gonna go play with my kids. But yeah, Tara, it's great having you back. I hope all is well, you know. Nana says, I'm looking at the wall. What's missing under the Beretta? What's missing under the Beretta? What's added? I forgot. There's a space there. Such good eyes, Cho. The Demolitia is missing. And added, oh, it's my TX22 right there. See, I told you, I moved my belts. I'm putting more guns there. So, yeah. Yes. Tara says, peace out, fam. Stay safe. Blessed and always stay strapped, fam. You too. Fly says, what is the green stripe on the Rhino? And what work did you have done to the Rival? So the Rival's the same. The green stripe is that that rubber band that comes with it. Where, like, you know, I found it on the ground. I'm like, I'm going to stick it back on it. It says Rhino or Chiappa or something on it. It says something. It's, you know, like how I left my VP9 strap there. I usually leave those on there because it looks cool. That's it, you know. They don't do anything for me for grip, and I just think they look cool. Jump King says, also, Pete, you look fantastic. No, wait. Let's see that wiggle. And that says, sweet! Solo Pole says, can you shout out of my buddy Pat Myers? Can you shout out of buddy Pat Myers? What is that? What is he trying to say? Because that's one of those things. You know, like Nee or last name Gus and the first name Nee. You know, like stuff like that. What is that? Pat Myers. Oh, pat my butt. Can you shout out my buddy Pat my butt? So cool. God, so cool. Joe says, sorry, I had lots of sugar today. Hey, you up in that sugar intake when you come to my lives. It uppens me, so I like it. Nadia says, Wasatch with Spring Co. Race Springs. No, 199. He asks, what new have I done to it? He knows what I've done to it. That's his gun. He loves that gun. Contagious says you should make a P320 video where you lube it up, shake it up, give it a slap, tug and wiggle, and see what happens. You might get lucky. You think I should? I'll put it in. Yeah, it's not going to work in a fluctuator. I don't think it will. But, well, maybe it will. But yeah, you know what? I will. I'm going to do a 320 video. I'm going to pin the trigger to the rear. I tried it on my M18. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. But for some reason, like, these people with these slides on the 320s, I don't know why they wiggle so much. Both my SIGs don't wiggle at all. Like, it's really tight. Especially my M18. It's on there. No wiggle. That 320, when I put it into my, I have a tungsten infused grip for it, so it's heavy. And then I have one of those AXG style Pro slides. It's that one right there. That slide with the slide ports. It doesn't wiggle like these people that have their slides like all over the place. I'm like, how does it? Maybe the gun is bad. The gun is bad for sure. Tara says, "What up, 99? Remember to take notes." Hi, Tara. Remember to take notes of what? 99 says, "Yeah, yeah, Steph, something in there. But make sure to lean into the." How do you say? I don't know how to say that word. I see that word all the time. In noodles? In noodles? So just yeah. Yeah, I'll make a candid video of me trying to get it off. And maybe with that video, because it's a hot subject right now, people can tell me on how to get it to go off. You know, maybe I'm not pinning it too far, or you know, I'm gonna let you guys go. I'm gonna do it right now. I'm taking that gun down. I'm going to put it together the way it should be. And I'm going to try to make it go off. I might get a duck foot pistol. Says Jump King. Innuendo. Oh, innuendo. Yeah. Innuendo. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Innuendos. Teaching me how to speak English. I like it. 99 says, watch the show, take notes so we can also answer questions from the comment section. Watch this. I'm going to call you when I get off this. Peace out, fam. Tell 3 I said I will. I'm going to take it apart right now. So gang, people, I will be back tomorrow. Hopefully there'll be a 320 video out tomorrow. Rustle some feathers. I'm not disputing it doesn't go off. I'm just disputing why is the trigger pinned. I'm going to have fun. Get zesty with it. Soak that bag. Girl, I'm going to. Gang, people. Let me get you out of here. So my phone looks like RoboCop right now. It has... I should show you. No, I can't. It has like I have this magnetized screen on the back of my phone. So it has 2 screens now, front and the back. It has a cord plugging it into my phone. It has the charger. It has this piece in it. Yeah. All right. Peace out, everybody.